Most people today don't consider lotteries to be a threat to public health or morality, but the United States Supreme Court did in the 1903 case of Champion v. Ames. In upholding congressional authority to regulate interstate transport of lottery tickets, the court admonished the lotteries for preying upon poor people, finding that they, quote, plunder the ignorant and simple, unquote. Charles Champion was indicted for violation of the Federal Lottery Act of 1895, which prohibited shipping lottery tickets across state lines. Champion challenged his indictment in the Circuit Court for the Northern District of Illinoi, seeking a writ of habeas corpus. He argued that Congress's Commerce Clause power included the power to regulate certain kinds of commerce, but not to completely prohibit it. The Circuit Court dismissed the case, and Champion appealed directly to the United States Supreme Court. The question was whether Congress can use its Commerce Clause authority to prohibit transportation of lottery tickets across state lines. The court held that an item shipped across state lines is an article of interstate commerce and therefore subject to congressional regulation and prohibition under the Commerce Clause. Justice Harlan, writing for the 5-4 court, rejected Champion's argument that the Commerce Clause only gave Congress the power to regulate and not to prohibit interstate commerce. The court reasoned that prohibition is one form of regulation. As a result, the court concluded that Congress can completely prohibit items from entering the stream of interstate commerce. Harlan emphasized that Congress's motives for banning a particular form of interstate commerce are irrelevant to the constitutional question. In Champion's case, Congress didn't regulate lottery tickets for commercial reasons. Instead, Congress regulated these tickets because of the moral problems that lotteries generated. According to the court, the Commerce Clause doesn't limit the permissible purpose of a commercial regulation, only the regulation itself. As long as the regulation is constitutionally proper, Congress can act for moral purposes if it so chooses. However, the court noted that this didn't give Congress unlimited discretion to regulate anything and everything that it wants. Instead, Congress's authority to regulate or prohibit commerce is still limited to commercial activity among the several states, and stops short of commerce taking place exclusively within one state. The court affirmed the lower court's dismissal of Champion's writ of habeas corpus and upheld the Federal Lottery Act. Chief Justice Fuller, joined by 3 other justices, dissented. Fuller argued that Congress acted with an improper purpose when enacting the Federal Lottery Act. Congress enacted the law to suppress the evil of lotteries, and this wasn't a commercial issue. Fuller argued that legislating morality was an invalid use of Commerce Clause authority. He asserted that the power to regulate for the health, safety, and general welfare of citizens, what's also known as the police power, belongs to the states, not to the federal government. Thus, Fuller thought Congress overstepped its constitutional boundaries and would have reversed the judgment. Champion v. Ames is an important step in the line of early Commerce Clause cases. In it, the court recognized Congress's broad power to regulate interstate commerce, which includes wide discretion to regulate and prohibit interstate commerce, for whatever reason Congress sees fit.